Hello, my name is Ben and I'm happy, and I'm back with Phoebe Bridgers' debut album, Stranger in the Alps. This is the deluxe edition. Her second album, which I listened to first, was incredible, amazing. You guys clearly loved it. It actually hit 1,000 views the other day, which was pretty sick. Did not expect that, so I'm super keen to listen to this album. You've all been recommending it, so let's just jump straight into it. Looking at the track listing, you've all said I'm gonna die of a funeral, motion sickness, I mean, you missed my heart, killer, like there's some sick song titles here, so I'm so, you know me, I'm so keen to get emo, depressed, and really down. Let's just go. The first song is called Smoke Signals. It's got an explicit, so let's go. I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm so keen. Let's do it. Same kind of vibe. I'm here for it.
I went with you up to the place you grew up in. We no longer at water got old.
Oh, she's killing me already.
Singing aces around the reservoir.
I'm already... I always end up listening to her albums when I'm just already quite emotional, and I think I'm just already preparing, like, on the drive home, I was just out, I was listening to Punisher. I was already in that mindset of her, and just her adaptability for this songwriting is just incredible.
Pelicans circling.
The strings, killing me.
Because your dad lived in a campground in the back of a van. You said that's and somebody else makes the bed. It's been on my mind since Bowie died. Just checking out to hide from the life.
Oh, is that an airplane?
All of our speeding cause fuck the cops.
Yeah, boy.
And you.
Oh, here we go. I love that. Well, that was freaking hypnotic, like everything. What an opening track, 5 minute long. Again, an entire life story into one song. Yeah, wow. I love the ending line. You are anonymous and I'm a concrete wall. Izzy just never direct and things like that, and she's just so closed off and doesn't offer much. Yeah, wow. I mean, Jesus, that was, like I said, a whole life story. What a way, like, fuck the cops, love a good explicit. What a way to open the album. Definitely, if that was the first song you ever heard by her, that is such a great capsulization of what she's about. Songwriting abilities, the music is so... Honestly, I could just go lie on my bed, have all the lights out, and just have that song playing on repeat with like my favorite candle burning, and life would be perfection. She definitely has the ability to really capture that feel. The next song is called Motion Sickness, and I'm pretty sure this was one of those songs where everyone was like, it's gonna get ya. So I don't want to hype it up, however, I possibly have high expectations of it. Let's go. So not what I thought it was gonna be.
What you did, and I miss you like a little kid. I faked it every time, but that's alright. To see your hypnotherapist. I have motion sickness. Somebody roll the windows down.
I have emotional, yeah, motion sickness, I love that. I'm unsure on the start, she's like, you gave me 1,500 to see your hypothermia. So I guess he was trying to help her come over these things that she was going through. Also, she was faking every time, like, lol.
I have motion sickness. Said the English language. I can
Oh, this is a banger. A slow, not a heavy banger. It's so indie af, and it just gets you going, and the subject matter is clearly pretty deep. I have emotional emotions. I am digging this song. It's definitely not getting me in the feels, but it's like, whoa, if you focus on the lyrics for sure. However, it's amping me up, and I think that's exciting because she doesn't have a lot of these kind of songs, and she's doing it very true to who she is, which is very cool.
sing with an English accent. I guess it's too late to change it now.
Oh, harmony.
The band where I was born.
How old is he?
I have emotion sickness.
Interesting about the band comment, so he must be a lot older than her. Also, he's a douche. He said you were bored when you met me. Interesting song. Interesting in the terms of, I love the beat. I love that chorus is sick. I have emotional motion sickness. Who even sings like, who puts those words together in a song? So good, I really loved it. That was cool. If she can do that on those kind of lyrics, I'm scared. The next song's called Funeral. So honestly, I think I'm gonna die. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh. Please don't destroy me too much. Oh.
I'm singing at a funeral tomorrow.
Oh.
For a kid a year older than me.
Oh my god.
Talking to his dad. It makes me so sad when I think too much about it. I can't breathe. Even underwater. I'm so blue all the time. And that's just how I feel. I always have and always will.
That violin.
I have a friend I call, and we talk until we think we might just kill ourselves, but then we laugh until it disappears. I remembered someone's kid is dead.
Oh fuck. How can you, like, the opening line alone, just about like the kid with the dad, it's dead, the dad, ugh, fuck. The line about like calling up a friend and, you know, talking about how sad you are and that you might, God, the amount of times I've had those types of conversations with one of my best friends, and then, you know, you kind of like push it down and joke, but wow, that song is so relatable. And again, like, that was 3 minutes, but how much was in that song? So good, definitely lives up to its name of Funeral. I don't have much to say. What is there to say? It's amazing, so good. The next song's called Demi Moore. I wonder if this is about the singer. Jesus, let's just keep going with this ride, right? Oh, I love this. Oh, that sounds so good.
Tell me what you wanna do to me.
Just full on a sex song.
Tell me to, please.
That noise.
Don't wanna be anymore.
Oh my god. This sounds so good. Oh my god. I can't handle it. Oh, that church organ absolutely slayed me. I can't believe it was like almost like a sex song. I wonder if it is about Demi Moore. I don't really know the referencing there. However, the instrumentals there absolutely stole the show. I didn't pay too much attention to the lyrics. One of her best songs instrumentally. I just love a church organ and then the guitar with it. Mwah, molto bene. That was so good. The next song is called Scott Street. Is this where she lived when she was growing up? Is this about another celebrity? Who knows with her? You're gonna let me know down below though. Scott Street.
There's helicopters over my head every night when I go to bed. My name. How is your sister? I heard she got her degree. I said that makes me feel old. He said, what does that make me?
Is this the same song about that guy in the band? Because if it is, this has got to be, yeah, it has to be. I love that though, when you break up with, I love that when you break up with someone, but like when you break up with someone and you maybe rekindle or just meet passing by, you want to know how their family is and what's been going on. That's really cute.
Said it's too much shit to carry without the band.
It is, it's absolutely the same dude. Oh my god, he's getting multiple songs. I wonder if he's going to be a recurring theme throughout this album.
They're all getting married.
But you're not. I love those sounds. Wow, I'm wondering if the guy's called Scott, maybe. Cute song, like I said, definitely those times where you run into someone who you don't really know anymore and you ask about their back life. I love the ending, like, don't be a stranger anyway, don't be a stranger. Super cute, and I really liked how he said there's too much shit to carry when you do the drums. Everyone's just getting older. This album for sure is, oh, how can I put it? It's so different to Punisher, and it definitely sounds more organic and like a debut album for sure when you compare them. It's not a, how can I put it? It's like, I feel it's not as, I don't know, because the instruments on that last song were really strong. I mean, it's just different. It's such a different moment. It's hitting differently in terms of, it feels like it's a very drawn out way, which isn't a bad thing. I don't really know how I'm trying to, how to explain that. Anyway, let's move on to number 6. The song's called Killer. God, I'm hoping for a goodie with number 6. Let's go.
About dawn on your couch.
Jesus.
Pretty sure I'd miss you and fake sleep to count your breath. I am sick of the chase, but I'm hungry for blood.
Interesting, I'm gonna guess like there's some metaphors in here. Oh, is it the relationship just not working? I'm kind of like, I'm really enthralled in what she's conveying. And again, very interesting way to talk about, yeah, possibly the ending of a relationship and two people not being compatible.
And I'm losing all my hair. I hope you kiss my rotten head and pull the plug.
Oh my god.
I've burned every playlist. Oh, my love. Can the cure me? And there's nothing I can do.
Oh, I did not expect to take that turn. What I've now established, this album is absolutely so much sadder. And when I was talking about it, it's dragged out. It just feels like every song is like a stab and then a slow, like, just pull down. There's, other than that happy song, they've all just had such an underlying tone of misery and sad. So I'm definitely feeling it. I'm just like sitting here. Yeah, it's intense. It's intense. Phoebe, what are you doing to me, girl? There hasn't been a song that's such a standout to me. However, they're all so encapsulating of just some really pure essence. I don't know. How much shit do I want to talk? I'm really enjoying this album, and I like how similar it is in sense of sound, but how different it is in sense of the feeling you get, the messages and things like that. That's really cool. The next song's called Georgia with an explicit.
I love your son.
Oh, those vocals. Here we go.
Beautiful bones.
If George is a friend, this is her son. I'm living for it.
He picks up his phone.
Or is it her boyfriend's mum? Maybe, I don't know.
Fall in the mud and get back up again.
I love how that sounded.
And if you fuck my new machine, he's a fall. And will you fuck this?
Georgia. Their songs are so, they're a lot harder for me to, I guess, really decipher. So I guess that's a strong difference too. And I'm also just getting so freaking lost. And I don't know if I'm like now just wanting to lie down and listen to these songs. I'm kind of just falling into them. So I'm not grasping it as strongly as I was Punisher. The next song is called Chelsea. Another chick. Who's this chick?
Before you told me not to stay, I will always be right here.
That's cute.
Spit the blood back, baby.
What is going on? Are we in a like mental ward? Who's Chelsea? Who's the prison boy? This album is so much information at once. I need to like, it's actually pretty full on in terms of like emotionally exhausted, and because the songs are a lot longer and there's so much instrumental to listen to and then there's actually so many words, I'm like, Phoebe, you are killing me, girl.
And you can call the service back at Chelsea Hotel.
Whoa, that song is intense. I need to be able to digest that and figure out what the hell is going on. I've actually realized she's like solo written a lot of these songs, which I think it's awesome, and I also think co-writing with people is great because it's, you know, you can edit, bounce off ideas. Clearly a lot of these songs are super meaningful to her. I need to like, full on, yeah, Jesus. The next song is called Would You Rather. Okay, something a bit more upbeat, let's go. Again, I don't even know what's going on. I love the intro of Would You Rather. He'd always say he drowned, but then the cops were accusing him of burning a house down. Like I said, it's so intense. This is such an intense album. The next song is called You Missed My Heart. She slid us open the opening track, and now she's just throwing salt in the wound. So let's just go with it. You Missed My Heart.
This time pulled out my sheath, stuck him in the back.
Oh my God.
I pulled it out slow, and I watched him fall down.
This literally, you don't know what to say. She is like stabbing us, and then she's literally describing what she's doing us to this album, and now she's doing it to a boy. She's doing it to us.
You said you missed my heart.
Oh.
You missed my heart. Me good. I knew you would.
Huh.
Last words before he died.
What? Phoebe?
And I pinned her to the ground, and I could hear a siren.
What?
I rattled off a list of all the things I missed, and the way she kissed me.
Didn't she just kill?
Driving into downtown, she said that's quite a list. But there's one thing you missed.
Who's mine?
You missed my heart. They dragged me off to jail, said $1 million bill where I tried to tie a noose, but I failed and I broke loose. I went priest, read my last rites.
Oh my God. Like, whoa, it says she didn't write that one, so that's interesting if she actually didn't. What? I mean, yeah, nearly 7-minute song. The amount of fucking... That was insane. It's like a movie, right? It actually felt like a really olden day kind of, like, I don't know, it just gave me Western vibes of, yeah. Anyway, that's just a random thought. So cool. Like, You Missed My Heart, that running theme throughout the song. So good. I loved it. 7 minutes of that is just agonizing. But like I said, exactly what happened to those people is what's happening to us. The next song's called Smoke Singles Reprise. I love a reprise, I don't know. Whichever way you want to say it, I love it when that happens in an album, so let's just play it. It's like such a good way to end the album. Just like recaps it all, really. I love that. There is actually It'll All Work Out. It's a bonus track. I'm gonna play it because it just seems fitting to end on a song, so I think that was a good reprise. This is a good way to end the album, right? Oh, that was an emotional roller coaster.
I wasn't around, that's the way it goes. It'll all work out, better off with him than here with
Oh
me.
no, that's not right.
Levy.
Oh, that sounds so good. I like that ending. It's like, it is what it is. I actually think that was one of my favorites on there, to be honest. That's the album. There is Motion Sickness demo. I'm not gonna react to it on here. However, wow, such a different piece of work to Punisher. And if I had to choose, because why not? Let's do it. I would choose Punisher in terms of it does definitely feel more cohesive, more edited, more intricate and things like that. This definitely is just so raw and organic. And it's actually, as well as produced as it is, I think it's quite untouched in terms of there's like a 6-7 minute song where it's just her singing, you know, and there's not a lot going on, which is awesome too. So different to what I was expecting, because I did expect it to be quite similar, and it is in terms of sound, but this content was really awesome. Super glad I even got recommended the first album, and I'm so glad everyone was like, react to this one. Let me know more about the stuff that I missed down below. I don't know if I really was all the way onto it because I just got really swept up. However, I loved it. It's definitely this album I think you need more time with than Punisher, because Punisher is, I guess, quite easy to follow. This is very deep, so I definitely want to listen to it again, and I do that more once I listen to an album. You actually pick up a lot more. Super keen. I'm actually literally gonna go lay on this bed, press play on the album again, and just chill out to it, because I'm like, I don't know, I feel so emotionally drained. Let me know any other tracks, albums you want me to react to. I've actually got a very big list, so maybe don't keep telling me, because everyone's jumping on board, which is sick, and I'm slowly now gonna have to try and get through this list. I'm adding it to the list. Hope you liked the reaction. If you did, like, subscribe, all that jazz. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. I'm gonna have a great day wherever I am. Ben is gonna go.